We didn't come here to win a game of Monopoly. Like in a simulation, let's say we all playing a game of Grand Theft Auto and we upload our consciousness into a Grand Theft Auto simulation. You can pray all you want to get rich, but wealth ain't dictated by prayer in a simulation. It's programmed into the game. The people that we call the elite, they are non-player characters. They are ancient artificial intelligence. They are humanoids that was built into the simulation with all control, power, and wealth, which is why the Bible say that the devil ruled his world. Why you don't have wealth is written into the simulation. The people that created Grand Theft Auto already put how much money is built into the game. They already put who getting the money in the game, who gonna be wealthy or not. And guess what? The adversaries are the wealthiest ones in all of the games. You start broke as hell, poor as hell, and you always trying to come up and get your money up. In Grand Theft Auto, even in Mario. King Koopa got the castles, the princess, the workers, the armies. He got so many mansions and castles in every world. He rich as hell. If all of us astral projected in Mario Brothers world, and you said, man, I'm trying to get rich in Super Mario world, guess where all the wealth and money come from in Mario? King Koopa. Tell me I'm lying. The richest person in Mario is Koopa. Mario ain't rich. Mario trying to collect his coins and his riches in the game. Mario start off broke as hell with no money. When Mario bump his head up there to get them coins, that's what your mama and daddy doing. They bumping their head up against the bricks every day to make ends meet. Koopa ain't worried about money. Mario bumping his head on bricks for a fucking penny, a coin, 1 cent. What is the game telling you? The whole game is about Mario, a have-not, trying to become a have by battling Koopa, who got everything. That's your life, man. And what they don't tell you about wealth and prosperity is when you wake up and realize you in a simulation, you realize all wealth come from Koopa. There's a real reality where there's real gold, real diamonds, real everything. There's a world that we call heaven. That's our base reality. In our base reality, we're already kings and queens living in this Garden of Eden state. All we know is abundance and wealth. We did not know that until we fell from glory. But in the video game, everybody start off with nothing. And all of the money is distributed by artificial intelligence within the game. The adversary distributes that because listen, let's say I'm playing Monopoly against the computer. Who is giving the money out? The computer is. I'm just a player. I enter the game and the AI gives me some money. And the AI start to reward me or take money from me based upon how I move in the game. But I don't control how rich I get in the game. That's written into the artificial intelligence, which is why the devil is the god of capitalism. You are in a simulation, and there's nothing you can do within this game to make yourself on Jay-Z status besides sell your soul to the fucking NPCs. Because you're in a fake ass simulation and nothing you build up here is real. It's like this, right? So when people that's good say, why my life so bad? What your inheritance is liberation from the simulation. Their inheritance is money, but they can't go to heaven, no. They can't go to heaven. The dynasties that created world government, they're not like us. They're the first transhumans on Earth. This is a simulation that the transhumans made. Our real home is in heaven. This ain't your world. All of the money and resources is controlled by AI and the transhumans, the hive mind. And you can't pray yourself to the top of the world. You got to do a deal with the devil like Cypher in the Matrix movie. Sanchez, you limiting people. Everybody got the potential to get rich, bro. They don't even print that much money. Even if everybody had the right vibration, right frequency for money and all that old new age prosperity shit, manifestation energy, all of that shit. If everybody right now channeled into the rich frequency, meditated that shit, we still wouldn't be rich because they don't print that much money in a Monopoly game for every fucking player to be rich, bro. Have you ever played Monopoly? Somebody gotta be broke, otherwise the game will never end. So a player playing Monopoly can pray all he want, but the bank controls who get what. You notice that the people who pray their ass off is still broke. Your grandma prayed more than Jim Jones. Why the hell the rapper Jim Jones got more money than your grandma? If God is over the blessings in this world, God don't control who get rich or not. Quit blaming that on God, because you got a lot of righteous people getting mad at God, signing their soul to the devil. And then when they sign their soul to the devil, they get rich. And they say, see, God, it was when I got with the devil that I got my blessing. When really God was saying, listen, you told me you wanted to be free. I don't control money, but I control who get to heaven or not. The pastors, because they got so much money, they got to lie to everybody and say, God gave me my money. God blessed me with my private jet. Like the same God of heaven that they praying to gave him all that money, but didn't give them nothing. So that creates this whole doctrine called prosperity doctrine, because now as a rich ass pastor that's coming to church in a Rolls Royce, when your congregation can barely make ends meet, you gotta dedicate your whole life to excusing why God finding more favor in you than grandma. When I hear a rapper do an interview and they say, I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I got to say, well, damn, you got a Baphomet goat tatted on your goddamn back. Who did you pray to? Because my grandma prayed. She didn't get rich. And you get these rappers with tattoos and big chains on. Well, I prayed and I believed in God. Well, wait a minute. Your faith must have been stronger than my grandma who died broke. But God gave you so much money, you got a mansion in every continent, and not only one Rolls Royce, you got multiple Rolls Royces. When somebody's grandma could barely pay their rent that month, we gotta ask why God ain't distributing these blessings equally. What the fuck is God doing? Because God raining down blessings on rappers and entertainers instead of people that's really serving God with a good heart and feeding the homeless. But that's the same thing that they teaching people in the prosperity gospel, in the manifestation gospels. You know, if everybody in the world did a law of attraction ritual, you still will be broke because they don't print that much money for everybody to be rich. Like these pastors and these manifestation gurus are trying to tell the whole world, all of y'all ain't rich because you ain't doing something right spiritually, as if wealth come from some sort of spiritual awakening. It's just the opposite. When you start to wake up spiritually, the universe would actually start to unplug you from the world. You will realize when you make it out of this simulation, you already been rich before. You've reincarnated and been here so many times that the only thing you haven't done was live the regular, meager, Jesus, humble, balanced existence, and that's the path out of here. What if I told you you came to this earth several times and lived out your best fantasies, and the only thing you didn't do was come here and ask questions about how to get the hell out of here because you didn't even know there was a way out? We've been in a simulation, reincarnating and not knowing it over and over again. And every time we come back as something different other than what we are, which are gods. You're not an athlete, you're not a comedian, you're not a rapper, you're not a corporate tycoon, you're a god. And until you live out your manifestation as a God, you can't make it to heaven. Only gods can go to heaven. Rich men can't. Rich men can go to their mansions, their corporate headquarters, but they can't ascend to heaven. There's a place for everyone in the universe. Depending on who you are, dictates where you go. And don't let no rich man tell you nothing different. So everybody ain't gonna be rich, but everybody ain't gonna go to heaven either. And it's okay. The rich man got to realize you're experiencing your heaven now at the expense of all the other oppressed people on the earth. So God found more favor in Puff Daddy than my grandma. And God decided to give Puff Daddy more money than your grandma. These rich need to quit making their money some sort of spiritual blessing from a higher realm, because all earthly abundance come from lower frequencies and earthly powers, earthly rulers, and satanic entities. And when you get your money up, quit selling me this damn dream like you can be rich too if you apply yourself. Get your spirit right, your frequency right. Now, fuck that. Your spirit ain't more righteous than mine. The devil created a world where this got a bunch of Benzes and Rolls Royces and that old lady can barely pay her damn rent. That ain't got nothing to do with God. You think God evil like that? Don't you know that the people in this world that control the money know that if they give a lot of it to righteous people, we would take it and distribute it to people that ain't got it and that'll even out the ground? They don't want that. They only gonna bless people with money in this world that ain't gonna bless others with it. You only gonna get money from them if you sell your soul to them, sign a contract, if they can use you. That's the way these industries work. Ain't nobody getting money saying, let me go and save all the oppressed people. You stupid. Nobody doing that. If you get some of my money, I own your ass and you signing a contract, you a slave to me. That's capitalism, sir. Gangsters and killers is getting rich in this world. Righteous people can barely pay their goddamn bills. Everybody at the bottom, you winning on the other side. This is a paradox. The people that's winning here, they losing there. The people that's losing here, they winning there. Pick where you want your success at. You want it in a damn video game, or you want it in the real world where we all gods at. They can't wake up in a pod in the base reality. They sleep in a little matrix pod. And they know if they ever wake up in the base world, we gonna beat the fuck out of them. They don't wanna face the truth when they wake up in the base reality and the gods let them know you're bound to the simulation. You cipher in the matrix. You know that stake ain't real.